So we just completed an incredible panel that was all about looking at climate change and green opportunities, not only here in the U.S., but also internationally. We had a panel that included somebody from the Environmental Protection Agency, Green for All, World Bank, and of course Sharon Pratt was involved, Dennis Lister, and Mark Tomlinson as well. But what the group was taking up was looking at how the new green economy is encouraging economic development, how underserved communities can be brought into this discussion. Because when we start looking at the United States, for example, with the recent stimulus funds, we're talking about $80 billion going into communities across the nation. How do we make sure these underserved communities actually have access to some of that capital to advance energy efficiency in their communities, help reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and advance economic development locally? So we had this conversation about national level policy around energy. We also had a conversation about the international markets as well, with Energy Poverty Action and how we reach out to the African community to aggregate community-scale sustainable energy, bring financiers into that conversation, and help finance energy sources in areas throughout Africa. And this is all important because as we start to enter this new green economy, we're talking about hundreds of billions of dollars in either carrots, incentives from government, or sticks in the form of carbon pricing and punishing those who are polluting and contributing to global warming. So it was an important panel that allowed all of our panelists to interact with the audience to give them an understanding of the market opportunities that are coming from the green economy. We've only just begun to enter that economy, but the opportunities are large, and everybody needs to get on board with them.
Excellent. Another question that I have for you is that, America, this country, we go through trends. And we've been hearing, I think Al Gore being a proponent for things green and climate control and of that nature. Are we just in another trend, or is this country taking it seriously? And if so, how can you explain that?
Great. Well, let's hope that this isn't just another fad. Actually, there are a lot of economic development reasons as to why we should be pursuing a greener economy. When we're talking about energy efficiency, we're actually talking about you leaving money on the table. A lot of us don't want to leave their own money on the table. We actually want to capture that value back, to put that in our pockets so that we can reinvest it, so that we can use it to spend for other things in our homes. So it's very important that people realize that there is a connection between being environmentally good and economically sound. And I think that's the transition that we've made, which is that we can be good for we can do good for the environment while also doing good for the economy. So we hope that that fad is not just a fad, but it will continue into the future.
In the setting of OFC, why is this conversation so important, and how is it important to take what we talk about and transition it into something that we actually do?
Great. It's very important because what we want to do is actually encourage the entrepreneurs and those who attend the OFC event to actually look at these markets as an opportunity to get in at the front end of the development of these markets. And what will happen is as they come to an understanding and they start to see these opportunities, they'll be positioning themselves to really capture the value that is emerging from these opportunities. And with this specific panel in general, it will not only contribute to them economically, but in the end it will help address the environmental concerns that we have globally.